the most common questions families ask me is, did my loved one wait until I left the room to pass? As a hospice nurse, I've seen this happen many times. While we can't say someone consciously chooses the exact moment they pass away, many families and healthcare professionals have observed patterns that can leave us with more questions than answers. Let's talk about what we know about it and what we don't. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Medicine Path. I'm a registered nurse working in hospice care, and my goal is to provide compassionate, evidence-informed education about the dying process while honoring the emotional and spiritual experiences many families have. Before we begin, I want to mention that every person's dying process is unique. What I'll share today comes from hospice experience, clinical observations, and current medical understanding. It doesn't happen in every case, and no one should ever blame themselves if their loved one passes while they are away. One of the most remarkable things any hospice professional witnesses is that some people seem to pass away shortly after family members leave the room. A son steps out to get a cup of coffee. A daughter goes home to shower. A spouse finally takes a nap after staying awake for 2 days. And during those moments, their loved ones peacefully pass away. Families often ask, were they waiting for me to leave? The honest answer is we don't know for certain. Medical science cannot confirm that people consciously choose the exact moment of death. However, this experience has been reported by countless families and observed by hospice nurses, physicians, and other healthcare professionals for many years. So why might this happen? There are several possibilities. The first is that some people may naturally let go when they sense their family is safe. Some experts believe that remaining surrounded by emotional loved ones may, in some cases, make it harder for a dying person to relax into the final stage. When the room becomes quiet, there may be less stimulation and fewer emotional interactions. Again, this is one possible explanation, not a proven fact. Another possibility involves the body's natural changes. As death approaches, breathing, blood pressure, circulation, and brain function are changing significantly. Death can occur minutes or hours after someone leaves simply because that's where the body was already in its natural process. Sometimes the timing feels meaningful, even when it may be coincidental. Many families often wonder, did they know I loved them? That question breaks my heart every single time I hear it. If you're asking yourself that today, please hear this. Love isn't measured by whether you were physically present during someone's final breath. Love is measured by the days, the weeks, the months, and the years you spent caring, showing up, comforting, and simply being there. One moment does not erase the love of a lifetime. In hospice, we often encourage families to tell their loved ones everything they want to say. Tell them you love them. Tell them you'll be okay. Tell them it's okay to rest if that's what they need. Whether the person appears awake or not, or hearing may remain present later into the dying process than many people realize. While we cannot know exactly what an individual hears, speaking with love and reassurance can be meaningful for both the patient and the family. Sometimes families feel guilty because they stepped out for just a few minutes. Maybe they needed food. Maybe they needed sleep. Maybe they simply needed a moment to breathe. Please don't carry that guilt. You did not cause your loved one's passing by leaving the room. The dying process follows its own course, and being away for a short time does not mean you failed them. One of the greatest lessons hospice has taught me is that we cannot control everything, every moment of death, but we can control how we love. We can choose kindness. We can choose presence. We can choose forgiveness. And those are the moments families remember long after the final breath. If you are caring for someone who's approaching the end of life, know that you're not alone. Hospice teams are here to support not only the patient, but the entire family. And if you already lost someone, I hope this conversation brings you a little comfort and a little peace. Thank you for joining me for the Hospice Wisdom Wednesday on the Medicine Path. If this video helped you better understand the dying process, consider sharing it with someone who may need reassurance today. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever experienced this with anyone you love? Please remember to be respectful of everyone in their stories because every journey is unique. Until next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.